Welcome to this quick tutorial on how to convert iRacing's IBT telemetry file into CSV in order to be used in my iRacing telemetry analyzer software. So the first thing to note is that by default, iRacing doesn't save your telemetry data. In order to enable saving of telemetry, you'll need to press Alt and L at the same time, and then this icon will appear in the bottom left of your screen indicating the telemetry is being saved. Then when the session is finished, you'll find your telemetry saved in this folder here. It's in Documents, iRacing, and Telemetry, and it'll be saved as an IBT file. This folder can get pretty full over time, so what I recommend doing is creating a dedicated folder to store your telemetry. For this tutorial, I've created a folder called Demo Video on my desktop, and I'm going to move the IBT file into that folder now. Now that we've moved our telemetry file, in order to start converting from IBT into CSV, we need to use Mu, which is downloadable from the link in the video description. I'll quickly go through the configuration of Mu in order to export in the correct format. So firstly, for the exporter, we want to change this into CSV. Next, for units, we want to keep that as metric. And the import directory is where we'll find the IBT file. So I'm going to quickly go to the demo video file that I've made in my desktop. Our export directory is where the CSV file will be saved. So I'm going to make it the same folder as the one I have on my desktop that I'm using as the import directory. The rest of the settings aren't crucial, but auto-enabled telemetry will save you having to press Alt and L every time you load into an iRacing session in order to save your telemetry data. Export lap threshold, we want to keep as 0. Remove iRacing telemetry, keep it as never. Show settings on startup as on, and save current setup off. Now we'll let Mu do its thing and convert the IBT file to CSV, and then we'll find it in the demo video folder. Note that this may take more time depending on how big the IBT file is, i.e. how long the session was in iRacing. Now that that's done, we can close out of Mu, and we can open our folder to find the CSV file saved here. Now that we've successfully converted our iRacing IBT file into CSV, we can open up my iRacing Telemetry Analyzer, downloadable in a link in the description or found on my GitHub. When launching the application, it'll open as a drag and drop or file browser where we need to place our recently created CSV file. Now that the CSV file has been loaded, we need to select which type of session the telemetry is from. In this case, it was a practice session around the Barcelona GP track, so I'll press practice and then continue. Note that depending on the length of the session, loading in the CSV into the software can take anywhere from a few seconds to a few minutes, as iRacing's telemetry data can be fairly bulky, so it's best to just be patient. The first thing you'll see is the overview screen. This will change depending on what type of session you selected in the previous step, but I'll leave that for a second video. For a full rundown of what this software offers, be sure to check my next video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and if you have any questions with converting IBT to CSV files, please comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Take care.